having a basic level of graphology. What does it mean by actually basic level? If you are thinking just by attending single workshop, one might get expertise, so sorry for that. But today it is the starting of the graphology. We will study basic concepts of graphology. We will study how to understand effect of color, pressure, different types of pattern of writing numbers, different types of signature. So you will get at least 10% idea. So we are just checking here now many things. So first, I would like to give you a clue about how graphology can be considered as an evidence-based study. This is very important part. If you don't have something in your mind which is more scientific, then simply you are not able to use that fact or knowledge for the purpose of application. So I'm going to share two things now. I just want to ask whether this screen of Brain Wonders is visible or not. I need only one yes in the chat box. Yes, okay. So now you might be thinking, okay, I got answer. It's okay. Now stop answering. I got it. So now this is visible for everyone. First, let me tell you, this is my brain's report. I'm not going to perform practical on someone else. This is my own brain report. So what I'm just willing to tell you, something about interesting how to interpret graphology based on scientific study. Check it. So you can check when we learn something, it is based on logical and language ability, based on spatial creativity, based on fine motor skill, gross motor skill, visual observation, comprehension, visual and image appreciation. We learn many things through auditory language comprehension. We learn many things through auditory and music appreciation also. Similarly, we learn things through communication, planning, and education. We learn things through leadership, creation, and vision. So if one is good enough to learn things easily, so we should try to understand the learning process of the brain. How many parts of the brain are involved in the learning process? So how many parts of the brain are involved in the learning process? This is very important. Now just focus on this diagram. Thought process, mental function, kinesthetic function, visual function, auditory function. There are so many functions and all are actually related with creativity and motor neuron coordination. Language especially is attached with all these and also attached with your different types of the learning. It means if someone is going to analyze the writing of someone, so writing should have a greater impact on our brain because you can check language, logical reasoning, language ability. All these points are extremely important for the purpose of learning. So meaning if you are well able or well qualified or well trained to analyze the functioning of writing, yeah, nothing is missed. We are just starting. Meaning then you can interpret graphology. So it is the evidence like a prefrontal, postfrontal distribution of learning. This is my report actually. So we have different types of learning pattern. So using that sequence, we can analyze the personality traits can be analyzed. We can analyze. So you know this is only for me because it is my report. So learning process is motivation based, concept based, kinesthetic based, auditory based, and visual based. But when you talk about visual, kinesthetic, and motor concept, so it involves your fingers and handwriting. So this is a very, very simple idea that handwriting is somewhere related with our behavior. Yeah, this is my personal report. What will you do? I will provide you enough material. So actually, I got my brain checked just to know what are the qualities I am having, and I shocked that I have little good. Okay, so these are different areas. Like we can check through graphology which area to be strengthened, which area is to be more strengthened, and which area is already good enough. So if you are able to, what is the use actually? Graphology, not only to analyze, how can you use as a therapy? You can find out the weak points and then you can try to improve those points. So one more thing, because there is lockdown in Dehradun, we are not able to approach any technician or computer expert. So I have prepared these PDF files using my mobile phone. So later we will provide you good quality printed material. So don't worry for that. So now we are talking about the basics of graphology. So what are the basics of graphology actually? How can graphology be used for day-to-day life? So it is a very simple fact. When we write something, so I just explained a minor explanation of that report, how the brain control our thinking process, learning process, writing process, and many other processes are controlled by the brain. I have just gave you idea. So when we write something, brain gives the signal to hands, and then hands will use a pressure of subconscious mind, not unconscious mind. You are writing willingly, meaning your subconscious mind is working here with the pressure, and you are giving cautious signal from your brain. So you are thinking, signal, brain is creating signal, that signal is creating a pressure, and that pressure will allow the fingers to write something. In this way, you can write something. So this is the basic analyzing idea of a person's psychology. Meaning, what is the basic idea here? Brain will give signal subconsciously, and that pressure is used to write something. So here we are going to use this pattern. So meaning, you are having a mind, brain and mind both are different thing. Mind means active brain or activity of brain. Someone might have brain, might be doing something wrong. Okay, so you are having mind, meaning thinking process. Your body is involved with a subconscious mind, and then system of a person will start working in day-to-day life. So you can consider handwriting as the mirror image of subconscious mind. So here we are going to study something about that subconscious mind. Okay, so when you talk about graphology, graphology means, logy means simply study, graph means handwriting. So using graphological system, you can analyze the person's behavior. You can analyze the success ratio of the work, positive behavior, negative behavior, and different aspects of life of a person using the handwriting. If you are able to identify different aspects of a person's life, simply only using that aspect of a person's life, you can suggest few points how to make improvement further in the life. Very simple thing what I'm telling you. You can make a further suggestion, but first you have to understand yourself. Now, there are three types of analysis. So we have number analysis, handwriting analysis, and then signature analysis. If you are going to analyze number, so it will give a different part of a brain. When you analyze handwriting method, then it will tell you about the behavior pattern, and signature tells about the personality. So how can you analyze handwriting? Macroscopic method. Macroscopic method today we are going to study. Then microscopic method, and microscopic methods are extremely important. But for microscopic methods, one needs to get proper training. Now, so how to make handwriting samples for analysis? It is very important. If you want to take a sample of handwriting of someone, so first thing is that don't tell the person that you are going to analyze his or her handwriting. This is extremely important. Never tell about this, otherwise person can change the thinking pattern and person can change his thinking style. So just do one thing, give a paper and request that write something on the paper. If handwriting is taken or received on a ruled page, then margins and baselines cannot be analyzed. So remember, try to give a plain sheet without any lining. Otherwise, what will happen if you are giving a printed page, ruled page? So ruled page is having fixed margin, fixed line pattern. So lines and margin that cannot be analyzed using a ruled paper. So always use a plain white sheet. So what can you do? The thing which you have written earlier, you can keep with you just now, and you can try to find out few facts. So if you are having something written with you, earlier you have written in diary, notebook, something, you can analyze that today. Try to use ballpoint pen while taking handwriting. Reason is that if you are having nib pen, so due to nib pen, many things can be hidden. So always avoid that. If handwriting is taken or received with a gel pen or fountain pen, then problem is that in gel pen and fountain pen, pressure cannot be measured. You know, if you are using a gel pen, we can't apply too much pressure while writing. So if you want to check margins, slant of lines, then give a plain paper. If you are willing to check handwriting pressure, give always ballpoint pen. Okay, otherwise gel pens, ink is too smooth that no pressure is required, ink pen or fountain pen. So always avoid that fact. Now, the person should be calm. It should not happen that person is in hurry or he or she has to go somewhere. In that case, what will happen? You will not be able to help that person. Okay, the person will write something unnecessarily and you will get wrong interpretation. If the person write in hurry, then there can be variation in analysis, average 30% variation. Handwriting sample should contain numbers. Like you should always suggest your client write down your mobile number, because mobile number is having 10 digits. So at least you will get 3-4 common digits. Then say, write at something about your life, your house address, something. In this way, you will get enough number of alphabets, enough number of numericals, and enough number of different kind of points. Now, what are the basic concept we are going to use in graphology? A small change in handwriting can make a big difference. I'm telling you one thing. If someone is using too much pressure during writing, you can observe this fact in the writing of children. So try to understand that the child is under pressure or the child is having some kind of anxiety or stress. And different kind of alphabets will show different kind of level of pressure in the writing. And using that pressure point, you can analyze what kind of the anxiety or stress might be in the mind of that children. So you can analyze that. Just by helping in the writing, you can make change in the stress level, and just by checking writing, you can try to find out what may be the possible reason for that stress. Similar to various therapies given by doctors, we can apply handwriting therapy. And in last 20 years of my career, I have applied this therapy for many students, and I have observed big changes in their life. Now, one can raise a simple question: how is this possible that you are going just to provide some different methods of handwriting and it is going to make change? What I said, different parts of the brain function in different types of writing. So meaning that writing is controlled by brain, and pressure of brain can be managed by making a change in the handwriting. So it can be done. Okay, so handwriting can be used as a good part of therapy. Changes suggested in handwriting as per graphology are known as graphotherapy. And by applying graphotherapy, we can achieve noticeable change. I'm not promising that you will be able to get 100% change in few days, but noticeable changes can be observed within few days. What is the time period of graphology? As per the brain system, we need 21 days continuously to establish something permanently in the brain. So try to give graphotherapy minimum for continuous 21 days so that things can get properly set in the brain of your client. And if you need, then you can repeat different cycles of 21 days. Practicing of correction of alphabet should be at least for 25 times per day for 1 month, because it is very difficult to change the pattern of writing of alphabets. Extremely important. So we should give more focus on that. I used to take many classes, everyday classes online. Not me, you are also taking sessions online, classes online. What I observed, when I changed the pattern of writing on whiteboard, so I found that in the class, lesser distraction is there, and focus and concentration is increased in my class. So in this way, similarly on the whiteboard, blackboard, green board, you can change patterns to control your students, because if your writing pattern is good and interesting, and this is in such a way that it can activate different parts of the brain. Simply the person who is looking at your writing will get impressed. The same time, those points of the brain will become activated in your client, and client will be more focused. So this is the psychological part here. Now, what are few common things here? Alphabet A tells about character of a person. These are common points. Alphabet B tells about the nature of brain. Alphabet C will tell about the regular habit or natural behavior. Alphabet D will tell about the physical aspect of life. E will tell listening and communication skill. Listening patience, communication patience and skills. F alphabet, using F alphabet. But for these points, you have to work for microanalysis. Planning and execution, you can check. And G is very important. G is used to find out physical activity and sexual behavior and nature. H alphabet is related with the spiritual and discrimination aspect of the life. I is related with the mind presence. J is generally less defined, but it is related with other. Like if J is used with I, so it will give you more strength of I. So it is a combination alphabet. K alphabet can be analyzed for romantic life. L can be for different varieties of choice. M for memory. N for memory. Alphabet O is also used to judge the character of a person. Alphabet P about the physical expression of body. Alphabet Q is used to identify aggressive behavior. R for creativity. And alphabet S is very important. It is related with commitment and sympathy. Alphabet T is extremely important. It tells about confidence. I don't know why we have T-test, and you know T-test is used to check the confidence and significance. So T is related with confidence, mental ability, self-image, and mind. U is attached with analytical ability. V is also attached with the analytical abilities of a person. Now, we are going to talk about the colors. So, because this is a little theoretical part, so we will not use more time here. So, the color of ink chosen for writing denotes characteristics of a person. How? Have you ever noticed, if you are a teacher, you are given a red color. You are a principal or super authority, you are given a green color. And students are used to they are supposed to use black and blue color. So these colors also have impression. When I was in my class 10th, I used to use green color in place of black. And since then, I'm using green more. I love this green color in writing. And after getting proper training in graphology, I analyzed myself why I am loving I have this love for this green color pen. So black color tells about ambitions. Those people who like more black color during writing, they are ambitious. They have go-getting personality. They like to stand out in public. They can be very intensive for pursuing their aim and passion. So you can check, many students are there, they used to write everything in black color, and many times teacher shout, many times teacher counsel, request, suggest that you should use black only for question and heading points, and rest of the writing you should use only blue. And you will find that those students who used to love to write throughout black color, they are really aggressive. And they are most ambitious student of the class. They are more bold students. So this is the common fact you can observe in your class. Blue color, they are most easygoing people, have caring nature. They are more friendly, and they are generally emotional. So you can find out, especially in the girls' handwriting and younger boys' handwriting and younger children's handwriting, they used to use more blue color in different ways to write. That's why we can say they are more friendly. What about pale blue? Rarely used and generally used in such kind of writing which are used in project work. So pale blue color, they are oversensitive. Those who use generally pale blue, they are oversensitive. So what I will suggest here, keep always pens of many color. Keep A4 size white sheet, and don't give a single pen to your client. Give a bunch of pen to your client with a paper, and then say, just first write down your phone number, your address, your qualification, your education, and your life experience. So in this way, client will think that you are talking about the personal life, but not you are going to analyze about something. You will get everything. Then you can check what is the choice taken by your client. So if you will give only single pen, then analysis of color will become useless. So always have multicolor pens. Like I used to have different kinds of, you can see in the camera, I have many colors, different colors while teaching on whiteboard. And just by using different colors, I used to convince my candidates or students. Now, red and purple. This color is like, actually they like to stand out in public. They get excited when things are going well, and get negatively oriented easily in adverse condition. I have seen very less people using brown color. So remember, the color which is less used is more effective. The reason is that why someone using that old color, brown, it indicates that person has interest in artistic and creative field. And you can check those people who use more pencil. Pencil means generally they are trying to use black, brown color. So they are generally artistic or creative in the nature. The person's creativity is very well mixed with practicality. Like if person is mehndi artist and her business is average, then she will do job regularly and mehndi work both. Meaning, what I'm saying, suppose someone is a business person and someone is having good knowledge of mehndi art. So person will continue that creative work with as a side business. So just because of regular business, the person will not avoid the creative work, that is the mehndi art. Meaning there is a lady, she is having a business, but she is a good mehndi artist. So just for her creativity, she will get time for mehndi artist or mehndi work just to get good money. So in this way, the person will use creativity and can mix the creativity in the practical life. Those who like more brown color, they can turn their dreams to reality. This is important. What about green color? And it is the more favored color. Everyone wants to use green color. Everyone wants to get good position because it reflects a good position. Actually, why green color is considered for the higher authorities? It tells about loving nature, beauty. They are analytical and calculating about their emotion. So you can think if authorities will use green color, it symbolizes their analytic behavior. Although they are friendly, they often prefer their own company and privacy. You can check it. The green color authorities are generally be sitting in a single room, always all alone. Similarly, if they are traveling through train, they would like to see nature surrounding from window instead of chit-chatting with others. Like you can observe in the train, in the bus, when you travel in the group, there are many people who start chit-chatting and antakshari, which is a most common fact. But very few people will be there who will just enjoy the nature. They will try to look outside here and there in place of talking. So meaning, don't think they are introvert. Actually, they are more nature loving, analytic in the behavior. That's why they do this. Pencils. The person belong to creative field. So you can check fashion designer, interior designer, architecture, painters, creative art designers. They generally use pencils. The person is good in painting and sketches. Very important thing. If the person uses many color, the person has good sense of color combination. And what you have to do? You have to analyze that handwriting according to combined effect of those colors. Don't do this that you are just using a single color. No. Suppose in handwriting, so you gave 5-6 color to a child, and child is using 3 different colors for a single page writing. So you have to analyze all 3 colors and you should get a mixed result. If the person chose 2 inks like blue and black, then the person has characteristics of both colors. More prominent characteristic of ink color, which is usually most. Like suppose, now I am giving you 2 examples. Student A is using more black, less blue. So you have to interpret blue and black. So because black is used more, so characteristics represented by black color should be considered at higher percent, and characteristic given by blue color should be considered at a lesser percentage. You have student B, and student B is using more blue and less black color. In that case, you have to consider more characteristics attached with the blue color, less characteristics attached with the black colors. So in this way, you have to analyze colors. Now check if 1 is written there. We have 4 types of 1. You can check, these are 4 types of 1. So first type of 1, they like to be independent. If you are using this, if second type of 1 you are using, they are sharp-minded. If third type of 1 you are using, they are optimistic in nature and having good behavior and good nature. They are actually optimistic as well as having good nature. So check your number 1 and now check number 2. How many types you are writing number 2? If your number 2 is of type 1, they are practical and reliable person. You are more trustworthy. If you are using second type of 2, they are active in nature, loving and sentimental. If you are using third type of 2, they are active and artistic in nature. So analyze your number 1. Just write down your phone number. You can get it written by someone at home. Better to get it written by someone so that you can analyze someone else's report. It will be much better. So now we are talking about digit 3. Now we are having number 1, perfect 3. Number 2, we have 3 different types of 3. Actually, now just look at the cursor. this lower part of second type of 3 is under analysis. And for this one, upper part of this 3 is under analysis. So you can check in second type of 3, we are more focused towards these curve points. So if you have 2 curves of 3 rounded, they have warm nature. If pointed 3, meaning there are points in the 3, they are sharp mind. Now, very important, second type of 3, first 3 is having 2 sharp points. They are more sharp in behavior. They are more bold in nature. They are more bold while talking. In second kind of 3, in which only 1 point is there and lower point of this 3 is rounded, they are sharp-minded, you can say 50%. In third case of second type of 3, they are sharp-minded, just 50%. So remember, more the sharpness in the writing of 3, more the sharp mind. They have excellent numerical ability. And you can check, these kind of 3s are generally observed in mathematics teachers and physics teachers. If end stroke of 3 goes upward, then it denotes that the person is ambitious. I repeat, this is very important point. End stroke, meaning if, what is this end stroke? Now check, second type of 3. In the second type, first 3 is not having any stroke. Second 3 is having down stroke, down curve. And third 3 is having upside curve. So this upside curve is upward stroke. So if stroke is in upward direction, then it denotes that the person is ambitious in nature. Now, if you have written number 4 in your phone number, try to analyze this. First type of 4, this is known closed 4. Okay, later we will study closed 4 can be different types. It is the common 4. So if your 4 is completely closed, okay, your style of writing 4 may be different, but what is the condition? This should be closed. There should be no empty area to enter inside this 4. If closed 4 you are having, they are secretive. They will not tell you their secrets easily. They will hide everything. They can keep others' secret very well. Even you can share your personal issues and they will not disclose easily. So you can say they are secret keepers. I repeat, they are secret keepers. Got my point? So if they are having first kind of 4, this is known closed 4, they are secret keepers. And if you are having open 4, type 2, anyone, open 4, so they are really honest and they can't digest anything in their tummy. We can say they can't hide anything. आप उनसे कहिए कसमें खाकर किसी को नहीं बताना है, वो कसम खा के किसी और को बता देंगे. So first one is secretive and second one is more honest. If you are having question about 1, 2, 3, 4, please ask here. If someone is having audio problem, disconnect and reconnect again or keep your camera off. Your range will increase. I will provide you same PPT. Don't worry. So if anyone is okay, explain 3. Okay, wait. So now I'm going to repeat all these 3. So check, style of writing of 1 is of 4 types. We are having 4 different types of 1. You can check here 4 different types of 1. So if you have first one having just a single pole, this is known line 1, a single line. They like to be independent. Second type of 1, they are sharp-minded. Third type of 1, they are optimistic. And fourth type of 1, they are artistic. How will you come to know if someone is having artistic trait? Can anyone tell me the difference between third and fourth one? I'm just asking, what is the difference between third and fourth? This I will explain then. I'm waiting in chat box if anyone can answer what is the difference in third type and fourth type of one number? Actually, this curvature in the sign, this curvature in the handwriting, this curvature in the writing of numbers is related always with creativity. Yes, yes, very nice, Mr. Rohan, very nice. So what I'm saying, the basic difference between third and fourth, that curve line. So whenever you find a curve line, so that is always related with creativity here. Now, what about number two? You can check third type of number two is having little curvature. Yes. So you can check third type of number two, it is having little curvature. It means again, it is having creative behavior. So these are the basic micro patterns. Okay. So just check it. Okay, I will answer Khushi later. Check it. Third type of two, again there is a creativity because of this curvature. Now check three. Actually, in number three, you can't have generally curve line. But number three is well known for its curve and sharp point. Check number three. First kind of three, upper loop and lower loop, both are especially curved. So curvature tells about smoothness of behavior, and pointed points tells tells about sharpness of mind. So check here. So check first kind of three. Both the upper side, lower side of these three is curved. So meaning they are warm nature, warm-hearted people. And the one who is having pointed ends of upper or lower curvature, they are having sharp mind. So if both points are pointed very sharp, upper point sharp, meaning in the start of work, when they start a project, they are very sharp and blunt, but later they become soft-hearted people. Third type of three, second type, third part of three, check it. Upper part is soft, lower part is pointed. What does it mean? In the start, they are soft in behavior. In the start, they are soft in behavior, but later on, they will become very blunt. So these three, check again. This is important. First kind of three, always smooth, warm-hearted people. Yes, if you write it sometimes, it means that depends on your day-to-day life's condition. So observe the behavior, what happened that day with you. Now, second type, first three, both pointed, meaning always blunt-minded people. Second type, three of second type, meaning number fourth three, only upper one is pointed. In the start, very difficult people, sharp-minded, blunt, and later they are smooth person in the nature. And last three tells about a behavior. So in this way, you can analyze the behavior. Now next point number 4. So first 4 is completely closed 4. First point is a completely, yeah, sir, letter means as they aged. Yes, I will tell you later. Why later? No, later means like suppose you are working on a project. So, and your project is supposed for the 10 days. So what will I say? Upper curvature is smooth. So 2-3 days you will take things easily, but later you will become very tough. So this is the way. One more thing, if you are analyzing handwriting of a person which is having age 3 to 14, very important, listen it carefully. What I'm saying, if you are analyzing the handwriting of age group 3 to 14, this analysis is valid only for 6 months, because till the age of 14, it is the learning process. And after the age of 14, it is a scientific fact. Now things will be fixed in the mind. Now, point number 5. So if you have proper 5, this is well known as clear 5. It indicates tendency of a person head rule heart. They are practical people in life. They indicate clear mind. Sometimes they can make you unhappy. The reason is very simple. Why? They are actually very honest person. They are rule bound person. They don't keep anything in their heart. That's why they can hurt someone. Second type of 5, either broken loop or extra loop in upside. It is known retouched 5, meaning when you write a 5 into 2 steps, there is some insecurity in the person of that mind. Number 6, if first kind of 6 you are using, small 6, and this is really written very small. If you have written very small 6, it indicates sensitive nature of a person. This is generally observed in the kids and girls. If a small 6 plus pale blue ink, person is very sensitive and get hurts easily. So what can you do? I will repeat it. Wait, what can you do? Have plain greeting cards and give these greeting cards with multiple color and find out how the person is writing. Then you can notice it. Now, second type of 6, normal 6, they like to be noticed and admired. They need actually a kind of sympathy. If you will praise them, they will feel much better and happy. Extra large 6, sometimes you can check someone is writing 16. Someone is writing 16, then what will happen? 1 is written shorter, 6 is written very large as compared to the ratio. They desperately want to be noticed and admired, meaning they are attention seeking people. Remember this point. So I am repeating 5. In one step you are making a 5, meaning you are head rule bounded person. You are so honest, you can say anything. Yes, like Mufat Admi. Second thing, retest. If you are making 5 in 2 steps, then you are having some insecurity in your mind. Now, number 7. If first kind of 7, it is not necessary that pinpoint will be there in first kind. My purpose is just simple 7 without any central line. If you have first kind of 7 or normal 7, the person handles argument softly. If in the 7, someone is having this central tick, T-type tick, it is known T-tick. If you are having regular 7, person is able to handle arguments easily. If person is having central cut in the 7, person will try to handle argument normally in the start, but afterward, he will take it very hard and fast decision with a high confidence. Meaning in the start, he will try, okay, let the things go easily. But if we feel now things are not happening good, he will become very harsh. Now, number 8. If you have first kind of 8, what is very special in first kind of 8? Check it. In first kind of 8, you can check this kind of 8 is known compressed 8. If person is using both kind of 7, mixed behavior. So this is the change you have to make. You have to prescribe only 1 7 according to combination of personality. This is therapy actually. When you suggest only 1 and you say something to remove. Now, compressed 8, first type, it is having greater height as compared to lesser width. So this kind of first loop, listen, very important. Upper loop of 8 denote input, lower loop of 8 denote output. Now, number 1, thin loop 8, and upper and lower loops are equal. The person is lacking in creative ideas. If you have a not thin, but both loops are equal, like number 2, normal or equal loops, then person will get equal output as input. So for first one, he is not having creative idea. Second one, both loops are equal, width is having proper ratio, then person is having equal output input. Third loop is very important. In the third loop, you can, in third quality of 8, second loop is larger, lower loop is larger, upper loop is shorter, meaning person will get more output than input, because upper one will tell about input, lower one is telling about output. So here input is lesser, and output is greater. So person can be greedy, person can be mean. Output, okay. Suppose you are in a project, you are in a teamwork. So you are giving lesser input from your side, but you are looking for more output as a teamwork for yourself. So you can say person can be little selfish, can be greedy, person can be mean. Meaning output is not, he is not giving good output, but he is willing to take, he is not giving more input, he is willing to take more output. Fourth kind of 8, person is giving more input, but he is taking less in output. So investment is greater. In fourth kind, input investment is greater, output, meaning profit is lesser. So person will put more effort to get something, but achievement will be lesser. So in this way, you can check the behavior. So I repeat, equal loop but compressed, no creative idea. Equal loops, not compressed, equal input output. If upper loop is shorter, person is mean, selfish, or less cooperating, but he is greedy, he wants more. And fourth one, he is kind of a social service person, he is giving more input, but he is taking less output. Now next, number 9. We have 3 types of 9s. First kind of 9 is observed many a times. So output input is clear. I need only one answer. So now first type of 9, person is rigid. You can check upper circle of first kind of 9 is very clear. And line is very straight and firm. Okay, I got answer. So now check first kind of 9. Upper loop is very clear, and then upper line, vertical line is very sharp. Mean person is rigid and strong in principle and ideas. What? Okay, someone is asking about output input. So Kushi, suppose you are in a teamwork and you have to work on a project. So from your side, give me one moment. From your side, how much you are doing for that project, that is your input, and how much you are getting, that is output. Okay? So if you are getting more name, more fame, more money, more credit, that is the output. And effort given by you, that is input. Just wait, we will talk about that. So we are talking about first kind of 9. So you can check upper loop is clear and vertical line is very clear and firm and dark. Person is rigid and strong. Second kind of 9. Upper loop is very sharp. Vertical line is very sharp, but he has a bent. Bent means he has a tendency of flexibility according to condition. These kind of people are considered good team leaders because they are firm, they are strong in the principle, but still they have flexibility in their behavior. So second type of 9, upper loop is telling sharp loop, vertical line is very sharp, person is strong on principle, but lower bend is telling that person is flexible. Third kind of 9, check it. In third kind of 9, person is extremely flexible, adjustable in the behavior, and his principles are not strong. कहते हैं ना पॉलिटिक्स में थाली का बैंगन जिसके साथ हुआ उसी की पॉलिटिक्स अपना ली. So these are those peoples with whom these will stay. They will follow their rules. They are sound follower. Third type peoples are sound followers of others because they are more flexible in their behavior. Now, type of 0. In the extended version of this session, I will tell you 100 types of 9. So just wait. Number 0. So if perfect 0 is there, circular 0. So 0 should be actually similar to alphabet O. It is a perfect circle, meaning person tries to behave ideal in the nature and inoffensive behavior and inoffensive in coercion condition. Meaning if you are having argument with someone, you will not try to be offensive in behavior and you will try to behave ideally. It is denoted by circular 0. if compressed zero or stressed zero is there, I will provide all material, don't worry. After this workshop, I will provide. Now check stressed zero. I will provide material through WhatsApp only. And all the certificates will be issued only after filling that feedback form here. So now stressed zero. If zero is stressed, person is lazy. They need push to work on time. Otherwise, they will not take their effort initially. So every time you have to run behind those people. Okay, you have work, you should go, you should start your work. So these are the people who need to be pushed from your side always. So remember, squeezed zero or simply stressed zero tells about laziness of behavior. Okay, no issue for feedback form. Now, squeezed zero, but this squeeze is vertical. So second type zero is, you can say, lying egg. Third kind of zero is standing egg. Now, the person is highly active and all time energetic in nature. So this kind of zero is observed in those people who are having mathematical work, clerical work, management work, office work. They use generally this zero in teachers. Now, size of font, very important. If size of font is equal or greater than 1 centimeter, so their choice are general, like common people have, like for entertainment, visual media, TV, movies. These are generally preferred. So their choice is very common. If they are using a smaller font, so if smaller fonts are used lesser than or equal to 5 millimeter, this is interesting. You can find this. Many shy people use this. They are actually kind of chupa rustam people. They hide many things. For entertainment, listening to songs is preferred. They like reading. Those who write equal or lesser than 5 millimeter font, they are proportionate. If they are writing in the range of 6 to 7 millimeter, this is applicable for mathematical numbers only. Remember, not ABCD alphabet. Meaning mathematical numbers 1 to 3. If the size is in the range of 6 to 7 millimeter, they are balanced minded. Now, I'm talking about alphabets, ABCD. If they are writing very large alphabets, greater than 1.3 centimeter, it shows, it reflects their overconfidence. Generally, this overconfidence can be observed in their answer sheets of exam. You can find many students write bold lines or handy titles, unnecessarily very large titles and bold lines they used to write there. Overconfidence. If very small font in the range of 3-4 millimeter, they are very studious, research oriented. If they will go in the market to purchase something, they will visit 4 or 5 shops. And after getting complete research or satisfaction, only then they will purchase something. Now, next, if no fixed proportion is there, no fixed ratio is there, variable size, mixed behavior, meaning less confidence, less social impact. They have nothing fixed in the life. They need this therapy properly. Now, I'm talking about spacing. So, if you are using close spacing, they walk very fast. You can observe this. Yes, someone said starting word is high, rest of other are small, meaning they are in the start of their work. They are firm and later they lose confidence. Now, so close spacing, they walk very fast. I will explain things. Let me complete first my PPT. If someone is having appointment somewhere, then they can go. And in the end, I will give answers for all questions. Alphabet means ABCD like this. Now, if close spacing, they walk very fast. They easily connect with the people. They are highly alert minded. Okay, if moderate spacing or average spacing between the words, they try to keep personal and professional life balanced. If moderate spacing is there, they will try to keep personal and professional life balance. Very wide spacing, you can observe in very writing, they like actually privacy. It is known as read between the line. They have actually hidden everything between that space. So very wide space, they are of the behavior of privacy and time required for those peoples for bonding nature. If you are willing that they should have a good bonding, so what will happen? That spacing is very important. They will take time. Is it space between letters? No, I'm talking space between words as well as space between letters, both way. Okay, Prisma, is this clear? Space is related between letters as well as words. Very wide spacing. They like privacy. Time required for bonding with the people is required. Now, very important, connected numbers. You can check many people when, okay, just wait for QCOM. What I'm saying, suppose you are writing a phone number and you are writing something. So you can observe many people write in a continuous method. Like if they are writing privacy, so they will connect all the alphabets with each other without lifting pen. They will not lift that pen. And they will connect P with R, with I, with A, with C, with Y. So that kind of writing is known connected writing, connected numbers. Numbers means here alphabet as well as mathematical number. So when they write connected, they are action-oriented people in the nature. So now you will check that spacing and accordingly to modify the behavior of person, provide such training which is required for that targeted behavior. Person is having different handwriting in the same time in a same paragraph. It is highly fluctuated mind, not stable, no proper thinking, highly unstable mind is represented. If it is not connected, then we will follow upper point, very wide spacing, moderate space, close, then we will look for that. Now, what about baseline? Baseline is very important. When on a plain paper you are writing, I have observed your lines are moving either in upwards direction or downwards direction. Okay, Kushi, when spacing between letter is more close, between word is greater. That I will explain. That is a different thing actually. If someone is writing very neat, cleanly in a straight line, they have actually good confidence. But if your baseline is moving either up or down, you can check it when you are giving, when someone is writing. Yes, I will explain. Yeah, that is applicable for numbers and alphabets both. What I'm saying now, if someone is writing on a plain paper, there is no line. So if he is able to write in a straight line, good confidence. If his line is moving up or down, then mind stability is less and confidence is also less. This is very important point. Now, different types of styles. If pointed and sharp numbers are written, numbers, mathematical number, these are mathematical numbers. When pointed and sharp numbers are written, they are action-oriented people. They don't want any mistake. They don't want any laziness. They don't want any time gap. They will not accept any excuse. Okay, either yes or no. So if they are writing pointed and sharp number, they are action-oriented people. Suppose circle drawn number. Many people write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a circle pattern. There is no sharp point in 2, in 3, in 5, in 6, and 8, and 9. In that case, they are good in calculation. If clumsy numbers are there, clumsy number, up and down, zigzag patterns of number is present there, that kind of peoples are actually having very less level of confidence. What if someone writes number with a circle? Yes, number with circle, they are actually good in calculation. What does it mean by calculation? Calculation doesn't mean a mathematical calculation, life calculation, situation calculation, meaning before taking any step in the life, they will calculate all kind of pros and cons. This is the meaning of calculative behavior. Is this point clear? What is the meaning of calculation behavior? Like, suppose you have to purchase washing machine. They will search on Google. They will take ideas from many other people's. They will search on net. They will visit many showrooms. And after deciding about all pros and cons, this is calculation actually. They are more calculative. Yes, yes, copying is good in that case, but we will study that part in extended version. PPT will be shared, don't worry. Yes. No, in that case, like you are talking about doctor's writing, you forgot one thing. Doctor writing, if it is clumsy, but it is more connected writing. And they are trying to hide many things. Clumsy means zigzag writing. We use a ganda head writing. But doctor writing is a kind of secret writing. That is a different pattern. Thank you so much. So remember, doctor's writing explanation is different. Yeah, calculated risk, you are right. I'm thankful for Girijan. A calculated risk in the life is non-calculation. Now, I'm talking about slant. What is the slant? When many people write, they have different style of writing. Fees will be similar. We are not willing to get money. I promise the money which we will get today will be used in the generation of course. I just feeling sorry because due to lockdown, I am not able to approach to the computer person. That's why I have to prepare all the course material using my mobile phone. So about the quality of print, I can't say. Now, I'm giving you one very interesting idea. Check these three names. I have written Bharat here thrice. So you can check, there is a slant. There is a slant. Some people write in such a way that their lines they will write in such a way, all the alphabets will be in one direction like this. Check this point. This is known slant. So if you are writing A and your A is standing A like this, this will reflect number A, which is written in the diagram. If you are writing A like this, check this second A. This second A is related with the point graph B. If you are writing this kind of A, this is related with the graph F. So what is the meaning of slant? I think it is now more clear. Am I right? Slant means whether you are writing vertically correct position of alphabet or your alphabet is tilting left or right. Is this clear? So, okay, I will explain about my coming workshop about graphology. It is my promise I will give you all possible details which I know about graphology. But you know, to study graphology, a long time is required. That's why I have to divide different steps of graphology in 10 different seminars. Now check this one. This is important. You will get 3 different types of A. One is related with the A given in the graph on the screen. Another one is matching with the graph B. One is matching with the graph F. This is my meaning of slant. Slant means, ma'am, fees will not be greater than 50 rupees anytime about graphology. So don't bother about that. We will not keep even 50 rupees. So don't worry. Purpose is not earning. This is very clear from my side. Now, come back to the point. Now, what I'm talking about slant, check on the screen. Slant A, meaning clear. Vertical alphabets are written. This is formal. Okay, can you please A? Okay, check these 3 A's. In the screen in my camera, I'm showing here. One is vertical, one is moving left, one is moving right. This kind, you can observe this kind of writing. Many a time, sometimes in the board exams, I get such kind of answer sheet that I can't understand what is written. We get a dizziness because such kind of slant is used by candidate. So if alphabets are completely vertical, for example, vertical line A represented in this curve, they are formal, logical, hand-controlled writing. They generally do not get carried away in emotion. They are having control over their emotion. Okay, they can handle responsibilities very well in their life. They are good in handling emergency situation of life. So if someone is having that kind of slant which is represented in the by A, so remember, they are formal, logical, good control. They never get trapped in emotion. You can say you can't blackmail them emotionally. Okay, they can handle their responsibility very well, and they can handle emergency of life. Now check line B, which is from 15 degree of vertical. So these degrees are mentioned here. Yeah, we are providing free important medicines for COVID patients. So that first, I will take out vagacies of this workshop. I have to pay to technician, and rest we purchase Feviflu, some kind of viral medicines we provide in the hospital. We have our hospital. So for poor people, we used to provide medicine, and this cost very high. We are not looking for donation. We will not accept any donation. So for that, only this seminar is useful for that. Now, so come back to the point, graph B. I have given here angles. So use angle measurement D and find out the angle of slant of alphabet. I request to all of you, don't consider these alphabet A, B, C, D. These are just to identify the direction of slant. Okay, the slant B is applicable for all alphabet. I want to know whether this meaning is clear or not. These ABCDs are to indicate the lines only, not these alphabets. Okay, thank you. Now come, if you have B kind of slant, check it. If B kind of slant is there, they are adequate formal and informal in the life. They are socialistic person. You can check your behavior with your writing, whether it is matching with you or not. If it is matching with you, you can trust it is the evidence-based study. Now, they are future-oriented people. They have future-oriented thinking. It is very important. So if slant B is observed, meaning is okay, I will give you that detail. This PPT will be circulated, don't worry. So what I am saying, if B kind of slant is observed, okay, let's check here. So if line is tilted 15 degree from vertical, then adequate formal, informal, socialistic, future-oriented thinking, and they have warm and adjustable behavior. Parents have given reasonable responsibility and freedom to those people. Questions raised by hand, I will answer later. So meaning they were, their parenting was done very well actually. Slant B. Now I am talking about slant C. Check it. If too much slant is there, this is not considered a good slant. Why? These people, check if someone is writing and slant is in the range of C, meaning from baseline to 60 degree, vertical line to 30 degree, 15 plus 15, 30. These people are, they give importance to heart than head. Meaning, सोचते कम हैं, दिल की ज़्यादा सुनते हैं. They will listen to their heart. They will not think. They are highly impulsive. And they actually, this tells about criminal mindedness. They are impulsive, passionate expression. If both slants are used, that will tell about the mixed behavior. Okay, this PPT we will provide you. I will explain again. Just give me one moment. They are passionate and they are highly emotional in behavior. So what will happen if you will hurt them? They will take it to heart. Okay, Miss Renuka, you can go and I will help you later. So don't worry. It is my promise. So they can carry emotion. So avoid hurting such people. They can take revenge. Commonly found in females. This so sorry for that. So C and D, these are very important. Check these slant. How to calculate this C and D? Have you ever seen the D, which is used to calculate the angle? So you can use that D to find out slant. check. This is vertical line A, and B line is having an angle 15, C is having an angle 15. So what is the angle between A and C? 15 and 15, 30. What is the angle between A and D? 15 plus 15 plus 15, meaning 45. So these slants are very important, and how to measure these slants in next workshop, I will use another camera so that I can explain you by writing and by using DN scale. Next. So C and D slant is very serious. If someone is having slant E, just check it. This is very serious slant. Slant E, very serious slant. Whenever I get such kind of answer sheet which is written such kind of tilted alphabets, I am not able to check, and we got really dizzy. So they are extremely impulsive in behavior. They react without logic. They are least responsible. If someone is using D and E, then consider mixed behavior. So remember, E is a very serious issue. If someone is using slant E, just check slant E again so that you can check it. This is the slant E, too much tilted language. In that case, be careful during therapy. They are extremely impulsive people. I will take maximum 10 sessions of graphology, weekly 2 or 3 sessions. Okay? Now, they are highly impulsive in nature. They react without thinking. They can take any decision without thinking anything. Yeah, slant E is observed in very rare cases, generally in criminal behavior. Least responsible, they don't take any social responsibility. They don't bother about. Actually, you can check the cases of conduct disorder. You can find out these traits there. God bless you, HP. You are having good slant. Now, and they have very low success rate. This is about all normal writing. Signature analysis is different. We will talk about that also. Now, so remember, E slant is generally observed in attention seeking or conduct disorder, criminal mindedness, such kind of people. Slant F, check this slant. You can find out many people write outward slant. That is slant F. So what is their nature? Over-controlled people, rigid in behavior. They apply logic everywhere. Even I have seen in my personal life, such kind of people are so logical that they can get you bored everywhere. Meaning they can't mix with you. Everywhere they use logic, you can name them Mr. Logic. The slant F is used by Mr. Logic. You can say directly. They apply logic everywhere and they talk very less. They just always ask a question. Why this? Why this? It should happen. It should happen. It could happen. ऐसे हुआ होगा, वैसे हुआ, meaning they will never agree with you. This is the nature of slant F. What about slant G? Check the slant G. Vertical to back side 30 degree, 15 plus 15, 30 degree. Now check. Extremely controlled people. Actually, their parenting is serious. They are under helicopter parenting, extremely controlled. They do not express their feelings. They hesitate showing love to spouse. Slant G, if someone is using, very important, very, very important, someone is using slant G and writing with very heavy pressure on paper. Even they are applying so much pressure on writing that second page will get impression of writing of first page. Second page will get impression of writing of first page. They use too much pressure, meaning any time the bomb of their emotion can burst. This is the situation of their mind. So I repeat again, if someone is using slant G with heavy pressure on writing, they will use too much pressure that you can see compression in their finger and thumb due to heavy pressure of pen. Meaning they are having a bomb of emotion and it can burst any time. If someone is using multiple slant, meaning he is having variable mood, their mood changes suddenly. This is about the multiple slant. They are mentally imbalanced. You can say mood disorder. This is the identification of mood disorder here. So if someone is having question about slant, please post so that I can proceed for signature one. Now, next point we are starting. Now, following are the approximate values in percentage of preference given by various slant of any decision. So check. So slant A, those people, yes, there are people who write E, correct. If we're not writing on alphabet on any paragraph in slant, we write print writing or straight. How to analyze? Avoid print writing. Now check those people having slant A. Yeah, slant, yeah, you are right. Slant is about sentence, correct. Meaning words are erected or words are in the direction. Slant A, more 65% they will use head, 35% they will use heart. Slant B, 50%. For that, there is a different pattern, Mr. Harvinder, we will discuss. Slant B, they use 50% brain, 50% heart. We will provide you this PPT, don't worry. Now, slant C, 35% use of head, 65% use of heart. Slant D, 20% use of head and 80% use of heart. Slant E, 5 to 10% use of head, 90 to 95% use of heart. So using these slants, you can check that what is the percentage of head or heart used by the person. So remember, if person is using 50-50 head and heart, more balance, more heart, tendency of more aggression, impulsiveness, aggressive behavior. Now, signature analysis level 1. So what can be reflected by signature? Am I audible? I need only one answer. Audible and visible signature analysis. Okay, thank you, I got answer. Thank you, I got answer. Now, what about signature? So signature represents your personality. And I am telling you one very important fact. Your success is unwillingly dependent on your signature. And this is not just an astrological fact or numerological fact. This is well proven fact by personality observer or analyzer. You can check signatures of high recommended personalities. Their signatures will be very easy, very simple, very straightforward. And those people have goal signature, complex signature, they have complex behavior. Signature is a representation of your personality to the world. Signature is that when you submit your CV, everything is printed, only your signatures are original. And I don't know why the people get impressed by signature. After 20 years of experience in the field, I changed my signature last year. And surprisingly, I got good response. Now, legible signature denote confidence. Legible means properly managed signature. Illegible, a random hand signature. Illegible signature is a sign that writer is private and hard to read. Meaning those people who generally have same sign but different pattern. Like a teacher is correcting sheets of many students, every time pattern is different of sign. Then the person is more private and it is very hard. Okay, I will give you example of signature, don't worry. I will give all examples here. Is there any criteria to change? Yes, there is a criteria. What kind of personality you want to have? Accordingly, you should have your signature. Earlier, I was having such kind of signature, no one was able to understand, but impressive. Later, I made such kind of signature, very easy to copy, still private and secret, check it. So, two types of signature: legibility, illegibility. Students supposed to use blue pen, teacher red pen. I think you missed that part of color. I will tell you. Okay. Yeah, there is a reason. I explained the reason of color. I will give you PPT. You can read there. These are related with the creative part of mind. I will explain. Don't worry. I will share this report. I will not share, but I will explain this report with you. This is my own report. This is my brain's report, proper report. So let us work only for signature first. So if you have proper managed signature, legible, meaning confirming in ideas. You are confirm in your actions. Your views and beliefs are very clear. Confirming is fulfillment of requirement. Meaning if you have proper signature, then your ideas, actions, views, beliefs are more clear. Yes, we will share. I will share my 10 different signature in analysis, but in next workshop. Today time is very less. Illegible signature means less satisfaction of ideas, actions, views, and belief. Legible ideas means clarity in thoughts. I will not disclose, but I have seen at many high levels in civil service, academics, defense, signatures are very important. These are your life code. But I will not talk about that more because that should be a different workshop. And if you have illegible signature, meaning your thoughts are not clear, you are always confused in your life. If your signatures are legible, they are ready to take responsibility willingly. But if your signatures are not clear, meaning you are not willingly taking responsibility. If you have good signature, you are open and frank. If your signature are too much zigzag, you are less open. Your signature are very clear. You have good consideration of others over self, meaning you are lesser selfish. But if you have illegible signature, meaning you are more towards yourself, more selfish. If you have firm signature, you have dignity. And those people have random signature. They want to show they are proud actually. So earlier I am disclosing I was so proud in my class that I never respected anyone. Within 1 month, I realized what I made mistake. I made change in my life, and first I changed my signature. At least just because of my signature, someone should not get any negative idea. Because first is the signature on a paper. Now, honesty. If you are having good signature, meaning you have honesty. If otherwise, you are little bit dishonest. If you are having legible signature, mostly you follow rules and regulation. If you have mixed signature, you bend the rules as per your own requirement. Meaning, you are a kind of clever person who used to take benefits of others' work. If your signatures are more clear, you are focused. If not clear, you are not focused. If your signatures are legible, legible means such kind of signature. What is the meaning of, someone asked Devanagari. I used to sign in Hindi now. Earlier, I used to sign in English, but nowadays, everywhere, at every document, I am using only Hindi signature check. I'm giving you my signature, how I use it. This red one, now my signature. So I'm having signature in English, sorry, Hindi. And now check, there is a line, there is a dot, there is a straight. And check, this line is moving in upward direction, not in down. This upward direction is something special. So this sign I have designed after the work of 2 years. And someone told me just now, she was wondering why I sign in Hindi. So actually, you have to take bold steps always. Yeah, mixed Hindi English can be used, correct? I'm not promoting that you should always sign in Hindi. No, it may be English. It's up to you. Now come back to the point. Now, apply the rules of handwriting. First, analyze all the alphabets. Yeah. Okay, Rashmita ma'am, you can go. Yes, now what I'm saying, first analyze all the alphabets of signature. Everything you have to analyze. After that, you have to work different qualities of signature. First, analyze signature according to alphabet. Make it very clear. Yeah, I was having this signature half Hindi, half English. Meaning the person is willing to tell more about the communication skill. This is the common fact. Sign, yeah, you can have any sign in any language, no issue. I know how to write Urdu, but I don't know how to read. But I can speak. Now come back. Simple sign, simple nature, and honest. And I try to simple in my life. I try to be honest. I am very straightforward, but I don't want to hurt someone, but I don't want to hide anything. A straight line below the sign means person is having a confidence in taking any decision. Yeah, slanting is a different thing. Yeah, I will tell. Slanting, I will explain. If person is having a slant, line going upward below the sign, the positive attitude towards the life. And got it now? If you are having a straight line, person is confident in taking any decision. If line is moving little upwards, then it tells about your positive attitudes and confidence. If you are giving a dot after your sign, you are making firm decision. This tells about your commitment. If you are having two lines, meaning you are too much committed, you have fixed boundaries. So these kind of signatures are taken, observed having two dots, generally in higher authority, judges or senior officers. I don't want to take any name, meaning those know that there are clear boundaries of law and order. We can't move away from these two clear lines. Then general people use two lines. Downwards line is not good. So if upward line is there, listen. If listen now, upward line with one or two dots, more confident, progressive in life, and recommend. This is most recommended style of sign. Okay, Sunita, we have just started the sign here. So just check it. What I am telling, if you have very simple signature, just a simple name, meaning, oh, then you should feel happy now. So simple sign, straight line below the signature. Yeah, I will tell you that about that. Straight line means you have confidence in your work. If your line is moving upward, check this signature. Red one. This sign is moving upward slant. It tells about positive attitude towards life. What may happen wrong in your life? You will always look positive. For you, no glass is half filled. You know glass cannot be empty. So you are always hopeful, more confident, more progressive, and most recommended style. If you have two lines below the signature, I have seen many signatures like this. They like to have two options about any decision. I have dot that move upwards, correct? The same firm decision, don't have same meaning. Now, if you have two lines below the signature, meaning you always have two opinions about your decision, and that kind of sign should not be considered good. Why should you have two opinions in your signature? That I will explain, Mr. Q Comap. I don't know your name. I will explain in next part. Here today only. Don't worry. I will explain all those questions. No, if you have two lines, avoid two lines after signature. This is about your double-mindedness. Now, I will discuss about baseline. Baseline tells about target orientation nature, your planning, your organizing skill. Now, check all issues. Two dots are about firmness. Now, check this. This PPT is very important for all of you. Now, check. If overly and averagely straight baseline is there, like in my first signature, average straight line is there. They are good organizer. target-oriented people. They plan considering all chances which will affect the task. Yeah, it is possible. You can have two languages, no problem. We will talk about this. I will show you one my signature having two languages. Now, if rigidly straight line is there, they have rigid planning. They can be from strict orthodox family member. Now I want to ask one question. Here my three signatures are given. Can you find something in first signature baseline only? Only focus for first signature and only baseline. Find something which tells about firmness, orthodox behavior, highly strict behavior. Yeah, you can change behavior. I have seen, you will not believe, I have seen many peoples that just by changing the sign, they change their behavior. Just focus only first signature, lower baseline, not upper line, only baseline, lower one. I'm talking about this line which is under nearby the cursor. Don't focus for any other point. Check. There are 2 points everyone is missing. This is known microscopic graphology. Study. Check. In the end, there is a dot. Check. There is a connected dot. It tells, meaning this line was strictly firm line. When you have a firm line, only then you get this end dot. Pressure. You are right. In the end, there is a pressure. And in the start, there is a bend. It tells once I taken decision, I will not move back. There is a sharp point. It is like a hook. Check. In the start of the line, there is a hook. Meaning, I have said this, meaning you have to do this. You are hooked now in this order. So in the start, there is a hook. Meaning once I said, meaning you have to follow anyhow. In the end, there is a dot which is telling about extreme pressure of line, which is telling about final decision, full and final decision. Is this clear now? Now check upper line. In the start, upper line is hard. In the end, upper line is becoming soft. It means outside the person is very tough to understand, but actually during the process of work, he will be always soft in the behavior. This tells about your behavior, upper line. Now, rigid state baseline, they have rigid planning, can be from orthodox family. Now next, ascending baseline. Person is cheerful and energetic in nature. You can check this line is straight, no extra pressure, no hook is there. Hook means you are going to suppress someone. You are neither suppressing someone, you are not getting suppressed yourself. No feedback is required for today's. Okay, because you have registered with fees, so we will use that portal. And we have taken attendance, who has attended or not. Now check this second signature. In the second signature, upper line is curve and lower line is ascending, meaning upper line is about the care. This curve is a covering RRT. This is telling about care. And never lower one is telling, ascending line is telling about, yes, I will add you, Mr. SP, don't worry. And then this ascending line tells about positive attitude. Because my this cover, this loop is in downside and upper part. Check this. This is upper loop. This upper loop is telling about acceptance of challenge in the positive attitude of life. Now next point, check this signature. This line is ascending and there is a dot. This line is ascending, there is a dot. And upper line is not a proper curve. Upper line is a hook. So lower line is a negative behavior. In a negative behavior, if I am using upper hook and lower dot, it tells about a depression. Yeah, if you have two broken line, you have two decisions. Now check it. Check this signature. Everyone, lower line end is pointed. Upper start of this line is hooked. and it is a descending negative behavior, too much pressure. When someone is negative and having too much pressure, the person is suffering with depression. And upper line is not a smooth curve, it is also a hook, meaning person is trapped already in the life. So person is having some kind of issues in personal life. Now next signature, Waverly baseline, meaning less control. Check, in the upper line I lost control in the end. In my last point of signature, I lost control in the last alphabet. In lower line, there is a word no control, meaning person is very moody. Suicidal baseline, check it. Now you will say many people make line. No, you can check no smooth curve is observable. No issue, Risal Zindal. Thank you. Okay, most welcome, Rashmita. Come back here. So look here. This line is irregular, having many sharp points. ये चुभने वाली line है. It is not a Waverly line. So this kind of signatures are observed in suicidal tendency people. I have solved total 200 cases of suicide. And in more than 90% cases, this line is observed. Check signature of Sushant Rajput on net and then analyze yourself. Check signature of Virat Kohli online and then analyze the behavior. This zigzag line means the person wants everyone in the family should stay around him. Person is highly insecure in the life. And person will require more time to say clearly no for anything. Now next. Suppose you are writing signature, you are having signature like this. How? You are having dot between signature. Person is having good and balanced family life. One dot after signature or after one line. Person wants to check all the things in the end, whether they may go wrong or exactly these are going. If you have two dots after your signature, check it. It means they may stop themselves considering less capable in the end. So meaning you sometimes feel less capable yourself. They retard their growth themselves, meaning they are responsible to stop their own growth. So always avoid two dots. Line may be straight, line may be descending, line may be ascending. Two dots are always bad. Okay, sometimes there may be disagreement, Miss Aarti, but we have to analyze each and every point. If there is a dot below the line, yes, we will get that. Now, if you have curve line below the letter, signature, check it. The person is artistic. You can check middle signature is of artistic, last signature is having proper curve, first is also representing a smooth curve. They have good sense of color combination. One dot tells about fairness and you want to make sure that everything is good and okay and in the perfect way. One dot means in the end you want to make sure that things are okay or not. For example, if a student is not getting good marks in the subject, then it is because he is studying less. It is related with presentation. So it is observed over scoring students. Cutting at middle of sign. I have observed such kind of cutting. Does not, the dots were not with the signature below. Below we will study, sequence we are following is all made as theory by more case studies or other proof already made in this. Listen, I want to take 1 minute only for something other than this graphology. Listen, I will say only one thing. Why are we dependent on those theories and tools which are given by foreigners? Why can't we produce our own inventory and tools based on our experience? So, what can you do? You just conduct a research work with 200 candidates in a school, take signature, analysis, calculate variation, mean, mode, median, standard deviation, prepare inventory, and you will get a doctorate degree for that. And in this way, you will be able to establish a new inventory. So I believe that we should have our own inventory. I have taught in the school and colleges for total 20 years. Only 20 years I have taught. I want to share this so that you can get trust. I don't want to praise myself here. Someone asked something, so I want to make. Is this okay? Just a minute. I just want to ask, this PDF is visible or not? If yes, this PDF having word summary, is visible or not? Give me the answer, please. So cutting signature means person harasses himself for adverse condition. Come back to the point. If someone is having cuttings over signature, the person is harassing himself for adverse conditions. That is not a good sign. It can reflect your frustration. It can reflect your anger. Okay, own self. Person knows that he is not performing up to the mark. Meaning you know about your own weakness and still you are having negative temperament. Now next, incoming arrow, like structure. Check if you are having arrow like, it looks like arrow is coming from outside. Check this point. If you have such kind of line, suppose arrow is coming from outside, it means person gets hurts because of others. This arrow is coming from others towards you. This denotes that person harasses himself for adverse condition. If you have outgoing arrow just under your signature, this person hurts other people. And the person consider other people's responsible for adverse condition. He is not ready to accept his own fault. He is a fault seeker. Circular pattern around first letter. It is observed in many. How many of you sign like this, having first circle with the sign? No one. I got no message. How many of you use this circle? Is there anyone? No one. Okay. So if you are using this circle, the person seeks protection from others. If you are having a straight line below the signature, they are very confident while taking every decision. They are highly straightforward people. They will not argue. They will not talk too much. They will say everything within few words. Line going upwards below the sign, positive attitude. Line going upwards with 1 or 2 dots under the line, not in the end of line. Check this in the, okay. So if 1 or 2 dots are there under the line, they are confident, progressive in life, they will achieve success in their life. Now, if person is having 2 lines below the sign in 2 different ways, they have always 2 opinion, 2 decision. They feel difficult in choosing one side of the decision. They are always in dilemma, whether this or this, whether this or this. Cutting at bottom, the person himself is responsible for getting less success. Now, this is very important, especially in South India, this kind of signatures. Don't mind, but actually this is the research one. So generally, like Hardan Halli Dode Goda Dere Goda. So many people write first their own name, then village name. Okay, no problem if someone is having commitment. And many people generally add other things with their signature. I have observed this fact. So, like HD Devegoda, in this case, village name, father name is added, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. So original name was Karamchand Gandhi, Mohandas was the father's name. So this also a pattern of signature. Now, in the A Shah, first A is self initial, second A is suppose father's initial. Person while taking decision will give first importance to family. Suppose my name is Bharat and my father's name is Parmeshwar. So first I am writing B, then I am writing P. Meaning for second alphabet is related with the parent. Then I will take decision, but I will give importance to my family first. They are the people, my family first. Individuals, they maintain their identity. That's why they gave first alphabet to themselves. Give me just one moment to change battery because only 5 minutes workshop is left. Now, so remember, if first alphabet is your own, second alphabet is of family. It means you are giving more importance to family. Family relations are happy. Family relations are respectful. Now, ideally, we should have these kind of sign actually. Family first. A Shah, person, why? Now, in this case, you are not having family members initial here, like father's initial. So person while taking decision will like to take them on his or her own. Like someone is Suchetra Karpalani. Suppose Sucheta Karpalani. You are writing S Karpalani. So you are giving importance to your name S Karpalani. But more stress is given to Karpalani. Karpalani means your family name. Family name is Shah here. So when you have one alphabet of your name, then you have your second name. Second name is always family name. That the person while taking decision would like to take his responsibility. Suppose you are writing only family name like Sucheta Karpalani and signature is only Karpalani. Meaning person is proud. Person is having high proud of his or her family. Like someone is writing Gandhi. Don't take it to any political party. Just common sense. Gandhi. Meaning person is willing to tell about more family, that I am belonging from that kind of proud family. Suppose some person is writing in the end Modi. So someone is willing to tell I am related with that kind of standard of life. Now, suppose person is writing just first name. Like I used to write only Bharat. Meaning I used to write only Bharat. I never use second alphabet of family or my surname. Okay, so if you are writing only surname like Shah, you are proud on the family. When you write only your first name, person while taking decision would like to take them on his or herself. Individual identity is most important for this person. Like me, I like my own identity. Person will follow his or her own commitment. So if you are writing only name, not surname, family name or any other alphabet, just simple name. Now, suppose my name is Bharat Kumar. If I am writing Kumar B or B Kumar, once I used to sign like this B Kumar, then I change signature K Bharat or Kumar B. So this kind of signature tells person is attached to father and nuclear family. Other than blood relatives, other than family relatives, they are not more supportive. Meaning, suppose I am writing B Kumar or Kumar Bharat or I am writing Kumar B, means only my family is attached with me, not my relatives. Got my point? So this was complete analysis of signature.